Hello and very good morning. As stated last week, this is the second video in the series of NLP's presuppositions. Now, today's presupposition is very interesting. It goes like map is not the territory. Now, let's think of this with an example. Okay. Now, if I do this gesture, everybody will perceive this in his or her own way. Okay, because I am a very passionate cricket follower, I will say the umpire has given the batsman out. If somebody is a mathematician, he will say this is number 1. Somebody will say that I am pointing at the sky, right? So same gesture, but everybody can perceive it in a completely different manner. And this is exactly what happens with us. We experience this world through our five senses. And it is said, and numbers can vary, that in a second we come across millions of bytes of information. But our brain can only sense hundreds of them. Now, this is a big filtration from millions to hundreds, right? And there is a reason why brain does it, because if you are overwhelmed with so much of information, it will be very difficult to even do our daily course. Okay, so that the filtering happens, and this filtering exactly is the reason why everybody perceives the world in completely different manner. So map is not the territory, it is just a representation of how you perceive the world around you. Now, how do we use this positively? Think about your relationships, and most of the problems in a relationship, and it can be any relationship with your spouse, with your children, with your boss, with your brothers, with your cousins, sisters, right? All critical relationships in our life. Many times there are issues because somebody says something and the other person perceives it or draws a completely different meaning out of it. So, if we always keep this in mind, that map is just a map, it is not the actual territory, right? Let's take a very practical and everyday example that we use, right? We use Google Maps these days for navigation. Now, many times we follow Google Maps, but we come across a hurdle, like there might be some construction going on, there might be a roadblock, there might be a diversion, right? So we try to follow the map, but map is not actually the territory. There is something else in the territory most of the times, right? So let's use this presupposition in that manner, that, and if we start thinking so, we will become more tolerant, we will become more, we'll more appreciate other people's view, perception of looking at what the world. I mean, look at your workplace, right? There is a meeting that is happening and your boss gives some message, right? I'm sure everybody in the room will understand, perceive that message in a different manner, right? So, but we need to respect every person's, every individual's perception of the reality. So, if we start understanding each other's map, how beautiful this world will be. Let's try to inculcate this positive thought, positive belief in our lives, and you will see wonderful results. As I said, especially in terms of your relationships. Let's give it a go. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.